Welcome back to the channel. I'm Lady Nika, and with last night's episode of The Real Housewives of Atlanta, it wasn't a whole lot going on last night. Thank God next week is the season finale, and I just know it's gonna be a three-part reunion, but it's gonna be worth it from what I hear, child. So let's jump right on into this, cause child right here kind of stopped up and stuff. That sinus pressure. So before this shit go left and I start feeling bad, let's roll with it. Last night, season 9, episode 19, side dishes and side pieces, bitch. Side dishes and a piece of side bitches, okay? Since the Maui trip, apparently Sheree and Kenya done been cool, got cool. So it was seen to us last night anyway that they cool, okay? Now they talking about, they done with they prospective dudes that they was dealing with to mean that Matt and Kenya are no more and Bob and Sheree are no more. And Bob and Sheree never was because this was just a damn storyline. So, okay, whatever. They talking about it's time to, move on and Sheree is anticipating finally moving into Chateau Sheree and having her housewoman, and she definitely invited Kenya to come on down and through. So I guess since Kenya was cool with her, that she can come on down to the housewoman now. Now, I just want to say this right here. Kenya, this is how you always getting bit by snakes. Girl, it's okay to comfort a hoe in her time of need. Even offer that wholesome advice if you feel that it's warranted. But friendship, friendships don't come overnight, girl. And clearly, this girl ain't been feeling you this whole season. You stand up for her stand with her when Bob embarrassed her and bring up old memories. Now y'all friends again. Oh, okay. Not everybody can be in your space, and you don't need to be in everybody else's space. Snakes are cute to look at, but you can best believe eventually they're gonna return to their normal instincts and bite your ass. Okay, you get what I'm saying about that? Now, that made me think. When I was watching it yesterday, it kind of resonated with me, and it made me think about this tale. I don't know if it's a real tale or if it's false, but it goes a little something like this. The review ain't that goddamn long. I could do it in under 8 minutes, so I'm finna try to stretch it a minute and share something with you, and maybe somebody will be blessed by this. They going through it, okay? Now, like I said, I don't know if this tale is true or not, but I remember reading, a couple, maybe been about a couple months ago, early last year at some point. It was this story about this lady who had like a 6 or 7 foot python. And, she had the snake for quite some time. She took care of the snake, always was good to it, and everything else. Then, all of a sudden, one day, the snake began to not eat, okay? It wasn't eating. She was kind of concerned. The snake was acting more loving, so she thought to her, but it was not eating. And at night, it began to, whereas normally she would sleep with the snake and, maybe she would be close to it because she's wrapped, he began to wrap around her body, bitch, is what I'm saying, okay? And she took that as he was loving on her, okay? But he wasn't eating, so it began to worry her to the point where she took him to a veterinarian. And she's explaining, he is showing me love, but he just won't eat. And the doctor asked her, do he like to wrap around you a little bit more often lately? She said yes. He said, but he ain't eating. She said yes, and she got this look of concern and panic on her face, thinking that he's finna tell her something bad about her beloved pet snake, when in actuality what the doctor told her was, there's nothing wrong with your snake, he's just preparing to eat you. He's not he's not eating anything to make room for when he swallow you. He's been wrapping around you a little bit more because he's sizing you up. Okay? So I said all that to say, You got to be careful with the people that you let into your space. It don't matter how good a person that you are with a motherfucker. Expect them to be who they. Once a person, Maya said it, and I co-signed it. When a person show you who they are, you don't forget that shit, bitch, because y'all have a kumbaya moment. At the end of the day, no matter what they do, you remember who the fuck they are. And even if y'all somehow have, a meeting of the minds and get together back with each other or some kind of way, remember that that's a motherfucking snake. And by habitat and instinct, this motherfucker was designed to attack. Now she over here taking care of this damn snake like she always had. She thinks she probably done learn how to be there for the snake and pet that snake and take him through the seasons or whatever the fuck, however you deal with a snake child. That's what she probably was doing. But all along, while she being the good, concerned caretaker, he sizing her up to get ready to swallow her ass. Sheree been treating you like shit all season long, shading your house, even though I don't see how she can shade your house when she ain't got none of her own to live in. She started shit. She done been the bone collector, taking the bone back and taking pieces out the bone. So, she's been messy the whole season. Now this bitch feeling some kind of way because Bob embarrassed her. Now you good enough to be her motherfucking friend. Girl, don't... And I also, Sheree, since we on her ass, let's get her little shit out the way. I get what you saying about you don't want to, ever be with a man, you don't ever want a man to treat you the way Bob did. So that's the reason why you have worked the last 17 years of your life trying to get this damn house built up. I get that you want to accomplish things on your own, but I'm not feeling how you going about doing it, okay? Let's be real with this here. You got contractors out here on your ass. By your own admission, you went way over budget with this house, okay? I just broke down in my Fuck Shit Friday video. Go back and watch it. Exactly who she owe and how much she owe. And Sheree owes over $300,000. And the Real Housewives of Atlanta ain't paying you like that. Not yet anyway. So you transfer from needing your husband to help you and have things in life to needing a group. Now you in the hands of a group of probably white contractors that owe you. So how accomplished could you possibly be feeling in this moment? They on your ass to sell the house, and your only saving grace is that it's in Thelma name. Girl, you could have took the money that you had, Sheree, and invested it in a smaller, more modest home. You could have went up in that thing and remodeled that house, decorated it to your liking, and been just fine. It would have been nice, affordable, and you could still feel accomplished because you did that on your own. But you want to live large, and you can't have, you just can't have caviar taste with peanut butter money, honey. You just can't. It don't go together. It don't go together, honey. And who want to live in that big ass house? Who gonna live there with you, Sheree? Both of your kids are nearing college bound age kids, and they, from what you say, they going to school. So if they gonna leave that house, who gonna be in that house with you, Sheree? Who gonna pay them utilities in that house, Sheree? Who gonna pay that property tax on that house, Sheree? Did you ever think of giving a thought to the cost of possible repairs later on? Installing and maintaining an adequate security system. Did you take that into consideration? How you gonna pay what you currently owe? Sometimes, people mess up every time trying to live like people like the Joneses. Okay, you around these women's, and they got these nice homes, but they got careers and things going for them outside the home. You don't really have anything. Someone said to me that they didn't understand why you wouldn't do something like a fitness DVD since you're really good at it, and I have to wonder, why didn't you do it? You need to find some way of being able to sufficiently maintain what it is that you got in the event that the Real Housewives of Atlanta don't return. Or the day that it comes where the Real Housewives of Atlanta goes off the air. Because that day gonna come one day. This shit ain't gonna last forever. Child. Over here trying to kill yourself, putting yourself in debt for years and years and years, trying to have a big ass house to impress some motherfucking body. Fucking impressing people. I dance to the beat of my own damn drum. I ain't never finna sit here and try. If my friends can't accept me for how I am, then them bitches don't need to be my friend. But you gotta be careful when you watching what other people doing and feeling this thing called envy. That's one of the 7 deadly sins, honey. You should not be envying nobody. I don't understand it, y'all. I swear I don't understand it with that woman. And I hate to see a sister go down like this here because it's just sad to me. Live within your means. It's okay. I'd rather live within my means and go to bed peacefully every night than to be trying to keep up with somebody else, ducking and dodging bill collectors and scared out of my mind how I'm going to get this goddamn money to complete this unnecessary ass house that I'm building. You don't have to build that big. You didn't have to do that. You took yourself through a whole lot, and I'm giving her too much of my damn time. But that's all I want to say about that hoe. Uh, her and them kids getting ready to so-called move up into Chateau Sheree. Girl, watching them neighbors, seeing what other people got, gonna have your ass laid up in an emergency room somewhere with heart problems and shit, cause you done stressed yourself into a heart attack trying to live like somebody else, not knowing that you see them living like that. Ain't no telling what kind of hell going on inside their house when you ain't around. You don't know what them people might be going through. They might be stressed out trying to maintain to look good for folks like you to think that they on top. But anyway, moving along. Now, Todd pick up Peter from the hospital. I'm sorry, from the airport, and hearing his feelings about his divorce being final. However, they chit chatting, and I found that to be a bunch of bullshit too, because we know Cynthia just filed for divorce in February. But okay, I'm gonna roll along with it. Just so happened while they together, Apollo called from down at the prison, and he said he sent his new lady to the opening since he detained and can't make it. You know he being detained by the federal prison officials at this time, so you know he ain't gonna be able to come through. And they was kind of shocked to hear that he had a woman. Now see, this is what I think Todd should have when he heard that he should have went and told Kandi, but he didn't. Okay. Now, Todd had to tell him he hasn't seen his boys because too many of these K's on here. Kandi and Phaedra not on good terms. Then Apollo gave us the tea that we already knew. He said he said Phaedra come up that line about, the divorce is on pause again for whatever reasons. Meanwhile, behind the scenes, she trying to change the original agreement in her favor, and he said he got something for her ass. Now I tend to believe that because when we found out last week that the divorce was not final, if I'm not mistaken, it did say that the judge got frustrated because Phaedra was doing a whole lot of switching up, stuff on the documents and shit. So he threw it out and made us throw it over. So I believe that. Now Todd and Peter were shocked because see, they been thinking that they divorced. They told him. Portia said y'all was already well. Phaedra told Portia that you guys were divorced, and Portia came back and told us. Apollo said we not divorced yet, and Peter done. He said he tired of her lying ass. Now Peter, you can say that, but leave it alone. Now leave it alone. That's why you get called bitches and told that you need to stay out of women's shit. So stay out of it, okay? Um. If you ask me, Phaedra needs to start working for the Real Housewives of Atlanta and gone on down there to the Trump administration and get her a job because this girl obviously deals in alternative facts at all times. I don't think Phaedra ever told the truth. Anyway, Cynthia come home and she telling Noelle as of today her and Peter are divorced, and Noelle is asking how she felt about it. She says she's not sure about it, but she know it's time for her to live her life for Cynthia. She didn't get spent 50 years making other people happy. The next 50, she want to make her happy, and I know how that feel, girl, because that's where I'm at right now. I done gave 40 some odd years to other people. The rest, if I got 40 more, it's mine. Okay, so I ain't mad at her about that. Now Noelle asked if Peter how Peter was feeling, and Cynthia said she don't know because he didn't come to the final meeting. And then we see this clip of Peter having an Uber driver or somebody named Robert that was driving him, taking by his old house, and he reminiscing, saying he can't believe it's over and done. He thought he lived there for life, but Cynthia hopped off that train, called us a while back ago. Just was sad. He told him, go on, Robert, drive on off. Ain't nothing else I need to do here. I said, oh. Now, Kandi word, because the soft opening, which is what she's planning on having, with her friends and family. She ain't got all her permits together yet. My lips is stuck together, bitch. She ain't got all her permits together for the city to open for the public, but she can open up and for her family and friends, and that's what she plan on doing. However, she worried because shit ain't right yet. You got dust every goddamn well, and she know how these group of ladies that she got coming can be. She do not want that embarrassment on her. She wanted to be up and running, and she ain't for the bullshit. I'd rather cancel than to let these ladies come in here and have ammunition against me. And I was like, okay, well, I kind of understand that, girl. Anyway, Todd tell her to relax. He gonna make sure it's ready. Just trust him to do what he do. And she ain't got no choice but to do what us all independent women who wind up getting a man have to do at some point in time. And that's trust this nigga to make it work right. Sorry, trust this ninja, because I don't want to offend folks. They can't take me some time. Now, Phaedra, she over at our house with Mama Mucinex and Daddy Booger. And it's her birthday. They watching the kids for the weekend. And I finally see, because I've been watching Mama Mucinex for a minute, and I was like, damn, who do Phaedra look like? Because she don't quite look like the Mucinex lady, but she damn sure look like Booger. I said, okay. I always wondered about that, and I noticed that in this episode, Phaedra ain't naked. Now, she been damn near naked and tight clothes and all of that all season long, but Mama Mucinex and Daddy Booker come in time, this bitch got clothes on. Anyway, she going over there to Portia, because Portia throwing her a celebration for her birthday party. They got matching body suits, and one say freak on the ass, the other say frat. They playing in wigs, trying to give Phaedra a makeover since she divorced now. Let's change her look. And it wasn't that bad or nothing like that. They got good ass food and alcohol, and it was just a good time to be had by the two of them hoes, and that's it. Now let's go over to the old lady gang. Everybody there except for Mama Joyce, and they look good and everything. Todd got to go get ready because you could tell he worked up until the last minute, okay? Now, Mama Joyce enters the building like she owned the place, and she had the right colors on. Mama Joyce said she must have missed that memo. Bitch, I love this lady at time. Oh, Lord, just as honorary and missing. They go downstairs to the event room, and Don Juan speak, Todd speak, and then Todd fuck around and ask Kandi to sing a song, and I'm like, why, Lord? I love Kandi and Escape solo. But solo, hell no. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if Kandi see. And then why was she singing so hard? Girl, she was singing like she was dying at the church and had caught the spirit. But we got past that. We sure did. Now, upstairs, Peter in his feeling, he still... Peter, if y'all divorced for real, divorcing for real, child, everything must change. Nothing stays the same. Okay? But they up there talking, and in comes this chick with her extra ass named Sheree, and she introduces herself to Todd and Peter. Now, Peter look like I ain't got shit to do with this, because he already know what's going to happen downstairs. Todd was at a loss too. See, Apollo sent her by to give congratulations to Todd and Kandi, since he currently being detained by the federal prison officials, as I told you. So they take her ass downstairs, and introduce her to the ladies. And shit, a girl say she Apollo's girlfriend, soon to be wife. And everybody shocked because no one knew about this. Child Kandi was blown. She asking how long. Old girl said we've known each other for 4 years. So she asked, was this before he went to jail that y'all started or after? She said, well, I don't really want to get into too many detail. Hold on. Say she don't want to get into too many detail. But she's been with him in ways his current wife hasn't been. And she let us know that she visit him a lot too. Cause see, from wherever she from, it's only 45 minutes away for her to go see him. So she done been there way more than the 2 times Phaedra has. I said, oh. So Bravo in turn and got the federal prison people to allow Apollo to make a call while this shit being filmed. And Sheree, she answered that phone and like I said, she extra as fuck. But at the restaurant, she said she at the restaurant and put it on speaker and tell him to say hello to his friends. Kandi tell Apollo they friends and she support him. However, this makes them, namely her, seem shady as fuck. Like, she setting Phaedra up for some shit because Phaedra was invited. She was invited now that now what if she would have came? That's really what Kandi thing was. You got me out here looking all messy and shit, and I ain't even know nothing about this shit. And then when Phaedra see this, she gon' think that I had something to do with it, but I ain't have nothing to do with it. Well, Apollo said he ain't give a fuck about Phaedra. They will be divorced soon, and Sheree is an upgrade. And his woman, be kind to her. Now, that shocked everybody. Hell, Kenya wanted to trade seats with people and shit so she could hear better. And Kandi say, yeah, wait a minute. Y'all, you gonna be divorced shortly. So y'all not divorced now? And that's when he had to let her know, no, I got some meetings with some lawyers later in the week, but right now, we still married. And that baffles everybody because Phaedra said it was final. He said, nope, y'all be kind to the future Mrs. Snyder. Kenya said Apollo went and got him some vanilla. I guess we can no longer blame Phaedra for getting her some Mr. Chocolate. And I feel like, girl, that was so damn messy. Oh, that was messy. Now, Phaedra was invited, though. Now, Portia was the one that wasn't invited, but Phaedra was invited, and that was messy as hell for this extra-ass bitch to show her, because she very extra. I ain't knocking him if that's your relationship, whatever. But you remember that you was friends with Kandi and Todd through Phaedra. Why be messy like that? Anyway, child, that's all I got for this episode. Like I said, next week look like it's gonna be a good little season finale. I can't wait. I don't even care about this shit. I really care about just going on to the reunion, honey. I want to go on to the reunion. But we gonna wait it out and see what it's gonna, what the end gonna be, bitch. That's what we gonna do. Anyway, the depth of my struggle will determine the height of my success. In the meantime, in between time, please remember to like the video, comment down below. I always talk back. And share this wherever you share videos at, honey. Put it down there. Put it down there. Wherever you put it at. Put it down there. And I'll see you guys back tomorrow for Love and Hip Hop Atlanta drama. Y'all have a good day. Peace.